Hey planner, hey, I am here to show you one of my favorite dated planner options. Keep in mind, this is just one of 19 dated planner layouts that I have available in my shop. So if this layout doesn't work for you, be sure to check out the rest of the lineup. Presenting the Weekly Doodle Vertical Graph Style Planner. This functional design comes in 5 different sizes for A6 rings, B6TN, B6 rings, A5 rings, and HP Classic. Now, the B6TN, B6 rings, and A5 rings are all going to look about the same, so I have a B6 size sample here to show you first. Now, this particular design is a really functional one. It's got these awesome stylized columns with these hatch marks going down the edge to make it look like there's a drop shadow. So it looks like it's straight out of a buja without you having to do the work of drawing it. They've got these awesome half length columns that are filled with a graph design. So if you're not good at keeping your lines straight or you need a little guidance when you're sticking your stickers down, this is a great way to make sure that everything stays nice and straight. And then at the bottom of the section, you've got some designated section for pre-planning, your to-do notes, and also a section that I like to use for lettering, but you could obviously do a number of different things in this open-ended box on the right-hand page. Now, keep in mind with these smaller sizes, you do get a stacked weekend, so Saturday and Sunday end up stacked at the end. But if you're thinking, I've got a lot of plans, that's not going to work for me, my weekends are just as busy as my weekdays, that's totally fine. Check out the HP Classic size of this layout. The biggest difference being Saturday and Sunday fit side by side, and the reason they fit in this layout but not in the smaller one is because it is much wider. The big critical design component here is that all of these columns are 1.5 inch, so they will work with your sticker kits that you already have in your stash. The other big difference between the HP size and the smaller sizes is you do get a full this week column at the start of the week, which is great for some pre-planning. Now, of course, you might be looking at that and saying, whoa, that's way too much space. I don't have that many plans. That's fine. Check out the A6 rings version of this layout. Again, very similar to the other 2 layouts, but because it's much smaller, you can only get 2 columns across and maintain that 1.5 inch width. So with the A6 size, you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on the left, Thursday through Sunday on the right. You get Saturday and Sunday next to each other. So if you like using weekend banners, you still can. And then there is a little pre-planning this week box at the front of the design. Now, with all of my dated weekly options, this design is offered in quarterly installments for the full year, including 3 months of monthly and weekly planning pages. That's right, it's actually 2 planners in one. Now, to show you how the pages are laid out, I have a sample, but it is in a different weekly style, so just bear in mind I'm showing you a different layout at this point, but they are laid out similarly. So you get the weekly spread to start, followed by the 5 consecutive weeks of that month. And then at the end of the weekly pages, rather than just hopping into another monthly design, there's actually a dot grid divider page, which might not sound that important to you until you want to swap layouts for a month. Well, if you want to do that, you just take one chunk out, swap in another chunk, and you can keep it cohesive. Or perhaps you want to add dividers in between your months. Now you've got a space to put that divider or a space to add in additional planning pages, however you like to use it. That is the way this quarterly design is sold. It is just a great way to allow you to frankenplan or, just make a planner that really sings to your heart and speaks to you in all the ways that you want to be heard. So if you like this design, but you'd prefer to see it with blank columns, or maybe you like horizontal layouts better, be sure to check out all of the dated and undated planners at my website, lightsplinteraction.co.